Well, today is an exciting day, guys. We are getting started right on the hay barn. It's been a bit since we've been able to get to it. We're still working on our manure pile, but we actually managed to get some help today, and we're gonna take advantage of it. We're gonna be putting in the finishing spot on the roof, finishing that off and putting the ridge cap on, making the roof whole and done all along the top there. I'm very, very happy about that. So we're going to be taking these pieces of sheet metal right here, getting them on up there, fastening them down and getting the ridge cap put on, meaning that our roof is now watertight, which is so good. We have finalized our list for all of our building materials, and the order has been placed, allowing us to basically finish up everything that's needed the hay barn. Once that arrives, we will then put our last four pieces of the puzzle onto the hay barn, completing it and making it ready for hay season just in the nick of time. Before we get into the construction, a brief update on our tractor and our manure spreader. The tractor's doing well, other than the AC's not working in that. I didn't get a chance to work on that yet. Manure spreader, we have found the chain, as you guys already know. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the chain that goes from the bottom beater to the top beater, well, sadly it broke. So we're going to replace that. There's a few broken links. We've got that, and then we'll put on a new chain that runs from the bottom beater to the top beater, and of course around this idler wheel, allowing that to work again. Dad is gonna be with us today. I'm just waiting for him to get here. In the meantime, I'm gonna be moving around so that he has what he needs. He's gonna be up on the roof, so you guys will be able to spend some time with him. I'm gonna be down here. I'm actually going to be working on finalizing the ground down in the hay barn so that we are ready to build in our hay wall, so that that's basically ready. We're getting closer and closer to the time that it's go time. I mean, that's kind of exciting. I suppose I should probably start this tractor so that it's warming up so that I could back it out of the hay barn. Well, it wasn't filmed because Dad and I were working together pretty closely, but we got all those little pieces up on the roof, which those little pieces stacked together, they get quite heavy. So we're now gonna take you guys and toss you on up to Pops, and he's gonna show you guys what he's up to up there. Hello. All right, so it is of course windy, it always is, and cloudy, and we're getting these small pieces of tin fastened down to the roof. I'm just gonna go right across. Nothing spectacular, just trying to finish the roof up. Why are you taking the screws back off? Because if I put the tin down over the top of it and then I fasten it down, the heads are going to poke through the tin. And then we'll have water dripping on us. And that's going to be the time-consuming part of this. Taking these screws out and then putting them back in.
we got up to the point where we got the tin on the roof to hold, so I think I'm going to switch to the other side just so that I can use up some of that tin that's down there across here. Something I've noticed about the smaller pieces of tin is they're acting like, you ever make a paper fan? You kind of take a piece of paper and you fold it into little strips and you put it all together. You make like a ridged fan and you hold the tip and it's all splayed out at the top, but then it's together at the bottom so you can fan yourself. Well, the tin is kind of doing the same thing. We cut it shorter and it's acting like an accordion. It's kind of bringing itself together like that fan does, like a paper fan. So when I put the pieces down, I actually have to pull the piece apart in order for it to line up correctly with the longer sheets. It's interesting. Keep that in mind if you're ever doing this kind of a project and you have to cut smaller pieces. Remember that the smaller pieces are going to kind of shrink in size because of the accordion effect. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. I don't know how to explain it any better than without showing you on the piece of paper. Speaking of Joel, let's see what he's doing down here. I think what he's doing is a lot more interesting than what I'm doing. I'm going to see if I can get you guys down there to him.
Wondering how come I haven't done this and I'm waiting till now to do it. Well, I didn't really want to get all the dirt in position until the roof was done because the soil would, every time it rained, would get muddy. So, well, I suppose this isn't soil, this is dirt now, right? We're in a building. I'm used to farm talk. But now that the roof is being finalized, the ground can be finalized. Well, that was quite a job, but my word, the results do speak for themselves. It looks so much better. We've got the floor leveled off on the left side, and most importantly, we've got it up here. I mean, that box plate does a really good job of packing this dirt down and moving it. I had to do a little bit of hand leveling over here in the corners, but so much better, so much better. Now, I still have to do this side, but this side has all of our spare wood and things like that, so I'm not too worried about that. Basically just got to take everything on this side and put it on this side and then do the same thing over there. And then once that's done, we're ready to put in our wall over here. Dad is hard at work up there. You could see he's got those pieces sealed. How's it going up there, Pops?
It's going. Slower than I'd like it to, but it's going.
Are you proud of your work?
Am I proud of my work?
Yeah.
Now I am.
Good. Good deal. That's what we like to hear. Once the ground is all leveled in here, we can actually put in the feeder wall that is getting put in here. It's getting put in 16 feet into the barn. So from each post to each post is 8 feet. So that takes us right on over to here. This is going to be the feeder wall. And what do I mean by feeder wall? Is we're going to be putting in a post about right here. And that's going to go straight on up to the top. And then over here, just like out there, we're gonna be putting another post that's gonna go straight up to the top, and we're putting in another header. So just like that one that's there, there's gonna be another one that's gonna go directly across the top to connect, because this side of the barn is much more open. So that'll connect these two pieces again, adding a lot more rigidity. And then in the middle here is actually going to be a custom-made wooden gate that is going to be 8 feet from the post going into the center, and 8 feet from the post going into the center, making a 16-foot wide opening. Now this gate will be locked right in the middle, and it will be rigid as though it was a wall once it's locked, allowing the horses to lean up against it just like our other hay feeders, and they can eat the hay out of it, making this entire area a run-in shed and a hay feeder for the horses in the big field, which will be extremely welcomed during times of bad weather and cold weather. But what's nice about it being a gate is that we can open it, and it is the exact width of our roll-up garage door down there, meaning that we have a 16-foot wide opening on each end, allowing us to come straight through. We're very happy about that. That'll look really cool, and that will be done once this side is leveled, same as this side. That'll be the next phase. That's one of our 4 things we need done. The other one of our 4 things we need done is the roof, which is being worked on as we speak. I love that so much. That is so great to see. Mom, how are you feeling about the project? We've got 4 things to do and then we're done.
Wow. I'm not quite ready to say I'm excited about that yet, because I'll have to see it done. Because, you know, every time we think we've got it, you know, we're going to be finished, and in no time, there's always something that comes
up and changes things.
So I'm optimistic, but I'm going to reserve my reward for another time.
Yeah, that's wise. That's wise. It's just nice to see everything we've accomplished and to know that it's really just 4 things that's left.
At least we keep ticking away at it.
Yes.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Eventually. We're going to get done, Joel.
We are going to get done. That is true. So those will be the next big things that we're doing. And then, of course, we're just buttoning up the sides and the roll-up garage door. Good stuff. Now, sadly, I have to depart this afternoon. I have a doctor's appointment. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. It's just an annual checkup. So I will be gone for the afternoon, meaning that my mom and my dad will be working on the barn without me, which I think that's the second time in this project, because they did the site work, the mathematics of the building without me the first time they were down here. So camera will be left here in the off chance they want to film something. If not, we'll cut to the end and see what has been accomplished. Different outfit, different day. Welcome back to the hay barn. Let's see how things look. Here we got an inside look at how things are inside the hay barn. I love it so much. The ground looks so good in here. I am so pleased with how it came out. I probably will need to put just a tiny bit more dirt here. You can see we got a little bit of light coming through there, and this is gonna settle and pack. And we'll add more, and it will continue to settle and pack as time moves on, but that's really no big deal. We still got the other side to do, but we've got a bunch of stuff kind of in the way. Our trailer, which is right now kind of holding all our tools, as well as our workbench and all of our 2x4s is kind of all sitting over here. So I gotta transfer all that to the other side, but oh yeah, man, does that look awesome. We still have to put the ridge cap on. With me having to go for the doctor's appointment, which by the way went very well. I am doing well. Engine's checking out good, so we're happy to hear that. Oh, I see he left some tools up there. We were 1 piece of sheet metal, because 1 piece of sheet metal makes 4 pieces short. Ah, I can't believe it. And then of course we have the ridge cap, and then the roof is done. Oh yeah, I'm stoked about that. Oh man, we're just waiting for our materials to get here, and then we can get started on everything else. It's Tuesday. I already fed horses. They're in, they're eating, they're doing well. We gotta get hay. I know. And that's something, it's like I have to get hay every week for these animals or something else. So we're gonna go get hay for the horses, make sure that they have all the food that they need. And then we're gonna work on fixing that spreader that's right behind us. Today is not going to be working on building. Today is going to be working on all the horse stuff, all the farm stuff. We have the parts for the chain. I just have to put the chain on, so that'll be later in today's video. I'm loving how the ground looks in here though. And what's awesome is minimal amount of rain is gonna be coming in here now because of the ridge cap. I actually think we could be possibly getting the ridge cap on as early as this weekend. We'll see how things go. Onwards and forwards with more action. Oh, look at that. Don't see that every day. Not anymore. That's called moldborne plowing. Well, I should say that's a moldborne plow, plowing in general. For vegetables, plowing is still one of the best ways you can prepare the soil. Daniel's over there, tilling ground. I'm pretty confident that's gonna be for sweet corn. The only reason they would be tilling for sweet corn, because they can plant that no-till, is probably because they're gonna be laying that mulch over top of it to give it an early start so that it's ready by the 4th of July. That's general target we try to have our sweet corn ready for here in Pennsylvania. All right, back at our hay pile. 5 more bales. I'll tell you what, guys, it is going to feel really awesome when I need to get hay for the horses. All I need to do is grab the tractor from the barn, grab a bale of hay, take the net wrap off of it, and put it out. No longer have to come all the way out here and grab a round bale, bring it all the way back, store some inside, store some outside, take the wrap off. It's gonna be nice. $21 bales left from our hay farm. That's it. That's wild. That puts our total for April so far at 22 round bales used, and our round bales left for the year are 89. And you're looking right at what we have left. That's all of it right there. And it used to go from right there all the way to down there. And you might be thinking, you're only halfway through your hay, but all this that you see behind me is only stacked in 3s. All of that over there was stacked in 5s. So this is gonna go pretty quick once we hit it. I see the plow, it's in front of us. I'm gonna drive close to it so we can get some plow footage. I know you guys wanna see it just as much as I do. Oh, plow blade tripped. There you go, you got a clump. Daniel was offering for us to ride with him if we wanted to. What a nice guy. Wondering, I think he's probably gonna be cutting up here. Oh, he's got a lot of plowing to do. Well, I think I know where we're putting vegetables this year. It looks like this is gonna be the field that they're putting all their peppers, tomatoes, pickling cucumbers, eggplant, zucchini, all of it. Oh man, look how far I'm getting from my tractor. Ah, well, it is what it is. This looks so cool. I think we're gonna put up the frame rate and get some slow motion footage for you guys. We're half an hour behind schedule. Ah, Daniel just texted me. He said potatoes. So that's what's going in that field. That's awesome. So that's what they're putting there. So not vegetables, potatoes. Potatoes. That's cool. That'll be exciting that there's potatoes there. I love when there's potatoes right near the horse pasture. You can see the irrigation system going in the summer. Who's ready for summer? Like, yeah, right? We're all stoked for summer this year. 4 round bales put out for the horses to eat, and 1 round bale chilling in the hay barn over on our freshly filled area. Look at this, it looks so good. It's impressive for sitting outside. This is what I wish all of them looked like. That's what they're gonna look like once they're in here. So with that parked, it's now time to turn the horses out, but we're gonna take this manure spreader and bring it up back to the main farm because they have the new parts for it, and I think it'll be a lot easier for us to put them on up at the main farm shop. So we'll take this back home for the first time in a month. It's been sitting down here inside the hay barn out of the weather and working as need be, so. It's nice to have it back home. It'll only be home for a few minutes, but you know, it is what it is. Oh my goodness. I think they're ready to be turned out. Oh, let's get a roll on it. Now for lunch today, it looks like we're having sandwiches, which is one of my favorites. Look at how Grammy has it all set up. You got a plate, rolls, choice of bread, and then of course you could pick your lunch meat. We got what, ham? Bologna, salami, pepperoni. There we go.
Horseradish.
The good stuff for those that don't want the good stuff. And then, what is this, crab dip?
No, it's roasted red pepper.
Ooh, roasted red pepper. And then, of course, Miracle Whip.
And mayonnaise for Joel.
Wait. Oh my goodness. We actually do have mayo. Thank you, Grammy.
Oh, you forgot about Callie's Rice Krispie treats.
Oh my goodness. Callie made Rice Krispie treats.
Yep, yep.
Wow.
With sprinkles.
With sprinkles.
Of course.
Do you want me to get that tray of vegetables that's in the fridge?
Oh, yes.
I'll be right back.
I forgot that. 2100, and of course it.
There we go.
Alrighty. It is lunchtime, and it looks like we are having sandwiches for lunch today. We have got quite the spread. And then over here, look at all these peppers. Look at these jalapenos. And then Callie made Rice Krispie treats with Grammy. Oh, that looks so good. So very good.
I don't think I can get all this on my little sandwich.
I know. What are we gonna do, Grammy?
I don't know. Eat it with a fork.
Great.
Thanks, Brian. Okay. Well, look who's coming with us. Callie, that's right. She said she wants to go spread manure with us, so she's gonna come spread manure with us. We'll do a few loads and see what she thinks. What do you mean, what's he doing? He's getting a drink. Nice and tasty.
I want to ride on Fever.
Yeah? You want to go riding right now, huh? There's a couple in there. We're just gonna wait for Sriracha to get his drink, and then we'll get on up the hill. On our way over here, she saw Uncle Daniel plowing, and she said she wants to ride with Uncle Daniel too. So we're gonna get a load of manure with the manure spreader, and then on our way up, we'll see if we can sync up with Uncle Daniel, and she can ride with Uncle Daniel in the new tractor, which has a nice comfy seat for you too, and air conditioning.
Why does it spin out?
I don't know, they like doing that. They like sticking their tongues out after they get a drink. Don't you do that? Stick your tongue out when you get a drink? Oh, looks like he's done. All right.
Where's he going?
Back up into the pasture.
Into the pasture? Yeah, I think that's where we're going.
That's where we're going. We're following the path. Ooh, look at Declan. Say hi, Declan. There's Gavin. Right there, to your right. That's Gavin. Callie, we've reached the hay barn. We reached the hay barn and the manure pile. Yay! Are we so excited to see manure? Yeah. Ooh, it's bumpy in here. Your Uncle Joel didn't level it off too well in here. Oh, you want me to sit on the side here? Just like this? I think we'll do a lap setup. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Callie just helped me hook up the tractor with the box blade and the grapple. What were we doing? Tell them the rock you found.
The rock guy found.
Where's the rock?
Right here.
Yeah. Does the rock have a name?
Charlie.
The rock's name is Charlie. And she opened and closed the grapple. So we got the manure spreader full. Tell them how many loads we thought it would be.
A lot of.
A lot of them. And what did we get? Did we get good bites?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got good bites. All right. Shall we go spread? No? 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 All right. Well, let's roll. We're going to go see Uncle Daniel next, right? All right. There she is with her Uncle Daniel. Yeah, I think he's putting on music for her. The newer tractors say, bye, bye, Kelly. The newer tractors have a nice buddy seat in them, which is nice. Oh man, this is giving me such flashbacks. I remember doing this when I was a little kid. This is with the time of my life. I was spending time with my Uncle Brian and on the farm, riding around in the tractors. All right, now for you and I, we're gonna go spread this load of manure, and we'll give it a test to make sure the spreader, the new chain's working good. Well, I lost my buddy, but the job's still gotta get done, so we're gonna get back to it. You guys have seen more than your fair share of manure spreading content, so we'll touch base. That's how it looks right now. Let's see how it looks once we're done for the day and ready for afternoon feeding. I'm so happy to report that the manure spreader has been working very well. After talking with Brian, we agreed the beaters obviously need to be cleaned off. I volunteered to take care of that. Well, pretty awful job, mainly because the horses have a lot more manure than the cows, so we're actually using this spreader a little more than they are, and it's theirs. So clean that up, and then of course grease it, keep it in good company and in good hands. Tractor is doing very well. We fixed that issue and I haven't had any issues since. My tractor's also doing great. Everything's looking great down here. I'm just so thrilled with how the grading came out of this. This came out beautifully. And of course, give you guys a look at our pile. That is what's left. Our total so far manure spread is 42 loads. That's what we're at. Still have more to do. But we're working our way there. I'm thinking I probably have at most 20 loads to go around there. So we're getting there, guys. With that being said, it is time for afternoon feeding. So let's head on up to the horse stable and feed some hungry ponies. Well, there we go. That's what Daniel plowed up. He plowed up another field as well. Looks really, really good. There's lots of field work that's gonna need to be done with this. The next thing in the process is disking. Their disc is going to break up all of the clumps of grass and sod, all of that. That will then be fertilized, and then they'll run over it with the vibra-shank, and the vibra-shank has metal scarifiers that go down, dig into the ground, and then a leveling rake on the back. So it basically makes the field one beautiful level canvas for painting. And then they're gonna plant potatoes in it. Potatoes are so cool. And I know why they put this here, because it's accessible to irrigation. Potatoes require a lot of water. Definitely will need to irrigate those crops. This wheat field is coming up really nice. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. I'm just so happy it's nice. Spring's finally here. Oh my word, I just realized I never did an outro to the video. We can't have that, can we? Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed. It was a great 2 days. A lot happened. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that like button. Consider subscribing. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.